Welcome to Behind the Veil. Now, here is your transformational coach, Tammy Hawks.
Okay, so my intention, I like to put it out there at the beginning because intention precedes everything. So my intention is to take you as far as I can in the short little bitty bit of time that we have, as far down the healing rabbit hole as we could go. Is my goal to get you as far as possible in this time. And if I could give you one thing on this call that would make the biggest difference in your life, what would that be? Deep questions.
Um, I mean, gosh, I will have a long-winded answer. Just to say that, I think that, I am, I have always struggled, in like dating and like finding my person. And not that I believe that there's one person out there, but like, just in finding, relation, yeah.
Romantic
And yeah,
relationships.
romantic relationship. And I am, I'm about a year and a half out of my last relationship, which honestly was like a really great, um, it was really great. I mean, it was obviously flawed and did not work, it's best that we did not work out. And it makes sense that we did not work out, but it also really showed me how much I enjoyed being in partnership, how much I
Mhm.
loved like that, how much I love that and want that.
Mhm.
Yet I know, which is probably why Courtney was like, you better talk to her. Yet I know that I have a lot of blocks and a lot of like this energy, and I'm putting my face in front of, you know what I mean? I mean, my hand in front of my face. I have a lot of like this energy. Um,
Like come no further?
yes, like when it comes to uh like relationships, and I know that has a lot to do with like what like my my beliefs and fears around long-term commitments, etc. But so I really would like to remember, like, I don't know, like I just when I exited that last relationship and it was my decision to um I really w wanted to take with me like the all the goodness from that, and know how much I loved that relationship for all the things that it was good at, and how I like was able to be like vulnerable and really believe in love. You know what I mean? Like in that relationship. So I feel like I'm would be excited to tap into that, energy, and so again, not an easy answer, but
No, you gave me lots of clarity.
yeah.
So you and that's really beautiful that you're like, hey, I have this pattern. So one, you've already recognized there's a pattern there. Two, you recognize that there's fears and blocks when it comes to romantic love, and you want to get to the bottom of it. Sounds like that's kind of what, yeah, like you want to get to the bottom of why these blocks are up and can we get them down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Now, you said that there was a lot of good out of this last relationship. It taught you a lot about what you want, you know, longevity wise.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me why it didn't work.
Ultimately, he really didn't have the emotional like maturity and or intelligence, and or just kind of like uh he was not able to really like meet me where I needed to be in terms of like taking our relationship to the next level. Like um I feel like we all, like he came by that very honestly. You know what I mean? Like we all have our,
Mhm.
our baggage. Um And, if I always think of like, I like to say like on a spectrum, of like 1 to 10, like I've been in therapy for a long time. So like I've been naming and, like having awareness and language and trying to communicate around like, around, like my emotional growth. And so let's just say if it's a spectrum of 1 to 10, let's just say I'm at like a 6 or 7. Like, let's just say like, I
Yeah.
started, we all start lower, and I just feel like he's at like a 2 or a 3. And so like
And not
even
really
though
budging.
like yeah, like there's just so much trauma to unpack there. And so, maybe in like 10 years, but like it just ultimately, when we would fight, there was no like, hey, let's like talk about our triggers and what happened for you. Like that was like fell on dead ears, and it was just kind of like, I'm sorry, I love you. Isn't that enough? And it's like, of course, that's plenty. And we are going to keep doing this if we don't actually like figure out what happens in your inner world when like I say this. And if you don't
Mhm.
understand what happens in my inner world when you say that, you know what I mean? Like there's just,
Okay, so
we
now
just hit
tell
a wall.
me,
Yeah.
is there in your dating history as an adult, we'll say, what are the themes that we're looking at? What are the patterns and themes that we're seeing in our
Um,
relationships? That's
yeah.
so
I
if
mean,
he had this like in your opinion, he had this like lower emotional IQ, what's been the patterns in the are we seeing any similar patterns in the men you've chosen or ended up with in your adulthood?
yes. I mean, I generally, yeah, I don't know that I have been met with, I don't know that I don't know that finding an equal on that is realistic, but there tends to be a pretty
Say
wide
that again.
gap.
Say that
I,
again.
d- I don't know that finding an equal on that is realistic.
Okay. Where did that belief come from?
Knowing all the men in my life. Dating men. My belief is that if I continue to date men, because I do date women also, but I primarily date men, and if I continue to date men, that I will not have an emotional intelligence equal.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so let's go into the woman part. Okay, so is it even? Do you have an even attraction as far as relationships?
Mm, I have okay, if I'm gonna be blunt, I have an equal sexual attraction, but relationship I tend to date like I'm definitely in a I date men more, always have, and in this current, in my current moment in my life, I'm primarily seeking a male partner.
Okay. Why?
It's I don't like right now, I think it's just I just know that that's what I'm most attracted to. Um uh yeah, like I've ebbed and flowed over the years, and I just feel like I've just been dating primarily men for the past decade. And that's just my main, interest.
Mhm.
God, this is just gonna get really personal. But, like I really enjoy sleeping with women. Like I
Uh-huh.
really,
Yeah,
um,
girl,
uh,
there's no shame. You let
yeah,
it all hang
like I
out
really,
here.
it's like I enjoy sleeping with men and women. I enjoy speaking with women. I like with them together. I like,
Uh-huh.
um, but
Girl, you freaky. I like this.
but yeah, but I feel that uh
Overall, you see more like longevity. Is it attraction thing or is it
it's
like
it's more just it's more just attraction, I think.
okay,
I don't know that yeah, I think it's weird to say, but just like energetically, that is what I'm still craving in partnership right now. Um is yeah, still um dating, yeah, men in
cool. Okay, that gives me enough to work with. That gives me plenty to work with. You just gave me plenty to work with. So good job. Okay, we're going to dig into all the things. Okay. So I want you to relax your body. Yep. Get your hands freed up. I want you to relax your body. I want you to get yourself in the most comfortable position with your spine as straight as possible. And I want you to feel your body completely relaxing with each breath you take and each beat of your heart. I want you to feel the earth rising up to hold you. Become aware of the seat you're sitting in. Become aware. If you could get your feet flat on the ground, that would be awesome. And I just want you to become aware of your breathing. And as you become aware, I want you to recognize and notice that you are pulling energy from the center of the earth, that sweet mother's love, that sweet energy from the center of the earth is rising up your body from your feet. With each breath you take, rising up from under your feet, going up through your legs, through your abdomen, and filling up your heart center. And simultaneously, the highest energy from above, your unique soul star, coming through the top of your head. I want you to see the top of your head like a moon roof opening up to receiving this beautiful, loving energy. And I want you to see it moving down through the top of your head, down your throat and your neck, and filling your heart center. So you now have these connecting energies, the highest energy from above and the highest energy from below, meeting right there in your heart center. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale out, I want you to see it creating a bubble of energy around you. That's right. I want you to see it creating this loving, beautiful, healing energy all around you. And I want you to notice that it's a color or a series of colors. First impression, what are these colors?
Pink and purple and blue.
Pink and purple and blue. Beautiful. These are your individual healing colors. And as long as you are in this beautiful healing bubble, you are safe, protected, loved, adored in every single way. In fact, nothing can touch you while you're in this healing bubble. In fact, you're always in this healing bubble. And any given moment, all you have to do is simply connect to those colors to feel this emotional safety inside your body and also outside your body. And so as you sit in this beautiful healing bubble, I'm going to ask you to become aware of the emotions that you feel within your relationships, particularly the last one. And I want you to more specifically go to the emotion you feel in the most negative state of that relationship. You could become aware of a fight or just the most negative emotion that you felt at some point in time when you were with your last partner. I want you to keep your eyes shut because I really want it to come. I want to bypass the conscious mind. I really want your subconscious mind to just make that picture pop up on the screen of your mind of when you felt the absolute worst within that relationship. And you don't have to know what was happening, what was going on, who said what, but you just know you did not feel good. Let me know when that incident or that time becomes clear to you.
It's taking me a minute.
It's okay. It might be the first thing that pops up, and you might try to talk yourself out of it. It's how the subconscious mind tends to work.
Okay, and I'm supposed to picture the feeling.
Yeah, I want you to become aware of the feeling. You don't even have to find a word for it. I just want you to become aware of the feeling.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ask you if there is a particular spot in your body where this emotion is stemming from, originally stemming from. First impression, take your hand and place it on this area. Is your hand on it?
No, give me a second. Sorry, I'm really
That's okay. I want you to trust yourself here. I want you to fully
Yeah,
trust yourself.
I'm struggling to like place myself in that or like
Okay.
just think about
Okay.
that.
So let's try this.
Okay.
When you think about this idea that you have wanted this romantic partner, this romantic relationship, when you
Okay.
think about how badly you want it and how long you've wanted it, I want you to feel the emotion of not having this thing that you really want.
Okay. Okay.
Recognize that it is connected to an emotion, and that emotion is somewhere in your body. First
Mhm.
impression, take your hand and place it on that area. There you go. Okay, first impression, what color is it?
I guess red.
Yep, it's red. Okay. Now I want you to notice and recognize that from that red ball of energy right there in your throat, I want you to see it reflecting out, right? Almost like a projector. It's projecting out from that red ball. And as it's projecting out, you become aware and you notice that there is an image directly tied to that red ball. And this image is the very first time you felt this emotion. So I want you to naturally and easily just become aware of the image directly connected to this red projection. Tell me when you see it.
I need to channel again. I'm thinking about.
What's Yeah, it's okay. What's popped up for you?
No, I'm nothing, which is why so can you name again what I am thinking about when I'm projecting this image?
That's okay. Go into that red ball in your throat.
Mhm.
And within that is the emotion of how you feel that you have not found the romantic partner that you want, that you desire. The emotion. So I want you to tap into the emotion of what it feels like to not have this partner that you really want. And as you feel into that red bubble, it might help for you to take all your focus and energy and go into it. And as you move into that red bubble, you will see reflected out from it an image, a projection of a memory a long, long time ago where this emotion was felt for the very first time. Let that image become clearer and clearer with each breath that you take. I want you to trust yourself here. I want you to trust your subconscious that it's taking you right where you need to go. Because this is not going to be done with your conscious mind. It's your subconscious mind that we're allowing to run this show. Is there any memory that pops up as the first time you felt this emotion?
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. First impression, how old are you in this image?
I think like 6, 7, 8, maybe.
Six, six, 7, or 8.
Yeah.
Are you alone or are
Maybe
you with
probably 6
someone?
actually. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Like 6
Okay. Are you alone or with someone?
alone.
You're alone. Okay. Where are you?
Outside in my neighborhood,
What are you doing?
walking,
And how are you feeling?
sad. Or
What?
like, I don't know, like sad, lonely, maybe, but like also kind of creative.
Mm-hmm. What else are you feeling?
God, this is so hard. Okay, so this is hard to so I've channeled this image before. So I'm trying to have like an authentic experience here with you and not like restate something that I've already like thought about, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but sometimes we think that we dealt with something fully, but we
Oh
got
no, I don't think I've dealt with it. I just don't, I
okay.
want this to be like authentic that like this is, I feel like I was struggling to gr find an image and then it was like, oh yeah, this image.
Well,
Um
do you feel I want you to stay out of your logical. Try
yeah,
very hard to
exactly. That's
stay out of
why
your
yeah,
logical.
it's
I
very
see
hard.
that you keep rising up to your
Yeah.
conscious mind, where I want you to
Okay.
stay in your imagination, in the subconscious. And let's just trust that this is exactly what we get to
Okay.
deal with right here and now.
Great.
So be here with your 6-year-old self. I want you to be here fully. I want you to be like a third party witnessing her.
Yep.
And then also, I want you to notice that there is a bubble around her, a bubble of energy. First impression, what color is it?
Okay. And with
Well,
my 6-year-old, sorry, I just have to get there. When you said bubble, I put the pink and purple blue bubble around her, but that was
oh,
preemptive, so I got to take that back and see what color is her bubble.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. And try and keep your body relaxed. You can let go of your neck. You could just be
Just
a,
try to be.
yeah,
Okay.
just stay relaxed. Just allow it to unfold the way it wants to. And I want you to notice, because she is in a certain emotional state, and that's what we want to become aware of. I want you to tune into what she is feeling right here in this moment. And you said she's feeling sad and lonely. What color is that for her right now in this moment?
It's I don't know. It's yellowish, like orange.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Now I want you to go ahead and be in that orangish yellow bubble with her. I want you to go into it. And I want you to feel everything that she is feeling right here in this moment. I want you to go into it with her, almost as though you're taking on those emotions for her. She's feeling sad and lonely, and you are going to move through that bubble. In fact, it'll be like threading a needle where you will walk through it. And as you do, as you feel every emotion, you are going to feel it for her. You're going to allow her to feel this through you. I don't want you to hold back the emotion. I want you to let it be felt by you. For as you feel it fully, it gets to be released. So I want you to go into that bubble with her. And I actually want you to connect to her. I want you to look into her eyes. What do you see? I want you to see the pain she's experiencing. I want you to notice what the thoughts that she's having, the beliefs that she's believing about herself right now. What is she believing about her in this moment? What is she believing about herself in this moment?
She feels unloved,
She feels unloved. What else is she feeling right now?
alone, and wondering if they're like wondering who's here for her.
Wondering who's here for her. What else is she believing about herself in this moment?
I'm still struggling to access this.
What do you feel like you need to be able to access this?
I don't know. I'm gonna sit on the ground first.
I really think it's just about you allowing yourself to trust you. I feel like you're not trusting you fully right now. I want you to try this. I want you to try picking her up, scooping her up in your arms. And what does she need from you right now in this moment?
To tell her that she'll be okay and that she's not alone,
Yeah, what else?
that she is loved.
Mm-hmm. What else? I want you to look deep into her eyes. I don't want you to just see what she's feeling. I want you to feel it with her. See, because she was never allowed to feel her feelings. So all that pain just sits inside her and has ever since. And so this is her opportunity to feel those feelings. They're not bad. They're not bad. They're actually for her good. And as she feels them, she gets to be released. So right now, right here, we get to give her permission to feel those things that she never let herself feel. She doesn't have to be the strong one. She gets to feel sad. What is she most sad about right now?
I'm sorry, I'm having so much trouble accessing. Like I know she's sad. Um,
What is she sad about? You could guess. You could just guess.
I mean, I feel like she's sad that um she has no one to play with.
Hmm.
uh that, you know, uh, I feel like this probably has something to do with my mother, but I'm really so blocked around what I felt like at that age or even younger.
Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to trust the mother thing. So I want you to tune in to your mother around this age, no specifics.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask your subconscious mind to take me to an event, an experience created with your mother. And I want you to just let yourself come up. I want you to let it get clear. It'll be the first thing that pops up, but take me to an event that your subconscious wants to deal with right now pertaining to your mother. Is there a picture that you become aware of?
Oh, um, maybe like in her room. Um,
So you have the event.
I
I want
don't know that there's a it's
that's a
not
that's
clear.
okay. It
There's
does
like
not.
her yelling at me in her room.
Okay.
I remember, like, I feel it just took me to sitting on the floor in her closet.
Okay, you're sitting on the floor in her closet and she's yelling at you. Is anyone else present?
I don't think so. Oh,
Try and pull any detail that you might remember, any smell, any feeling, any colors, any description of anything. What do you notice about the
carpeting.
closet? What do you notice about the closet?
It's got clothes hanging around me. It's like a walk-in closet. There's carpeting.
What color's the carpet?
I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know, but we'll guess like a mauve.
Hmm.
I have no idea if that's right.
Are you sitting underneath the clothes?
No, I'm like I don't, no, I think I'm in the middle.
Is
Like it's
she
like
standing in the closet as well?
she's standing outside the door in front of her, like it was like like it was the master bedroom that was like a suite. So they had a bathroom and then like a sink and then the closet. Um, the shared closet was like a walk-in next to the sink, like vanity area. So
And
I
so,
think the door's open. I'm on the closet floor, like crying, and she's in front of like the mirror and sink stand.
so you're sitting on the floor crying. How are you
Yeah.
feeling?
There's
What are you feeling?
um like angry and defensive and very upset.
What are you upset about?
In this memory, she's telling me that my that I have like alligator tears, which she said often. Um, that I was crying for like no reason. Um, and I like can't and like I'm hysterical and I like can't control, like I cannot stop crying. Um,
What are
and
you
she just
so sad about?
I don't even know. Um, I'm assuming I'm upset because she was yelling at me, but I mean, this is just hard, like not to get out of my body, but and explain, but like I just feel like I have blocked like out so many early childhood memories that this is just really hard to access. So this is like not a specific memory. This
No,
is like
that's
my
okay. It's okay. We don't need a specific memory to clear this away. We're
great.
accessing emotion
Okay.
because within traumatic event, it's the emotional tag on it that keeps it active in our field. And you're
Okay.
carrying this around in your body. So I just want you to become aware more than anything of the pain this little girl is feeling. So once again, what color is around her?
Oh, now it's much darker. It's red, like dark red.
Okay, it's red. Now I want you to move into that red bubble with her. I literally want you to feel the pain that she is holding. If she's crying so bad that she is inconsolable, she is in a lot of pain. And I want you to be in that pain with her. Feel it for her. Feel it for her. What is she sad about? What is she believing about herself in this moment? What is her mother not giving her that she needs so desperately? What is she calling out for? What does she need from her mom in this moment?
She just wants to be like held and like hugged and told that it would be okay, that everything's okay, and that her mom doesn't hate her.
Mm-hmm. What else? What else does she need from her mom right here in this moment?
Be told she's not too much and that she is loved.
So I want you to scoop her up in your arms. I want you to look into her eyes, and I want you to tell her that she is so lovable, that she's wonderful, that she's so deeply cared for, that she's not too much. She is just enough. Everything about her is just perfection, that there's no one else like her. I want you to tell her she is so special that you came all the way from the future just to be here in this moment with her. I want you to feel her pain. I want you to be all those things that she needed in that moment. Tell her everything's going to be okay. Hold her until she feels it. Does she trust you when you tell her all these things? Does she trust you?
Yeah, maybe.
What does she need to be able to trust you?
I'm just having trouble staying in.
Where's your mind trying to take you? And recognize that this is just a defense mechanism because you have not allowed this little girl to feel all her feelings. You have so many blocks up.
Yeah.
And I know you knew that before we even started this process, but that's all you're witnessing right now is just the blocks of the conscious mind saying, it's not safe, it's not safe. And whenever you have those come in, I want you to connect to that purple, pink, blue energy that you have around you that says, I'm safe. I'm just visiting a moment in time. And I'm bringing the light of my consciousness to a little girl who needs me. She needs me. She's not been able to feel her feelings.
So uncomfortable.
It's okay. It can feel very uncomfortable. But I promise what we're doing is going to break down those barriers that are holding you back from everything that you want. And you get to tell those barriers, thank you for protecting me. Thank you for protecting me. And now I'm releasing you. You served me for all those years, and now I'm releasing you, for I no longer need you. But thank you. I'm sending you away with so much gratitude. Now I want you to be in the red bubble with your 6-year-old self at the bottom of that closet, and she's crying hysterically. She can barely breathe. And I want you to connect to the pain that she's feeling. What does she want to tell her mom in this moment?
She keeps saying you don't understand. Like you don't understand what? What doesn't her mom and my mom, whatever, understand? It She just feels really misunderstood and
What does she want her mom to understand about her?
it's about the crying and God, this is so hard.
Well, just understand that the crying is not the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is the pain underneath the crying.
Yeah.
She's not crying for no reason. She's
Yeah.
crying because she needed something from her mother that her mother did not give her. And even as you rest your hand on your right cheek, that's your maternal side. You're saying something to your mom right now.
Okay.
And your body is screaming out because it wants to release this pain it's holding on to. But you're in a battle with your conscious mind. Your conscious mind is like, we can't let go of this. We need this. We need this. and you get to make a decision whether you want to keep it or not. Because as you're up there supporting your maternal side, which is your right side, you're not supporting this little girl who needs to be felt. She needs to be understood. Who's going to understand her? Who gets to understand and stand for her and say, no, I'm here. I'm holding you. You're perfect. Nothing has gone wrong. Nothing is wrong with you. What does she need to hear? What does she need to know about herself in order to let these boundaries, these walls that she's created around her, part? What does she need to do to start to take that apart brick by brick? What does she need?
How do I find out why she's crying?
Ask her. Ask her.
Keep asking her, but okay. Yeah, I
Okay, we're going to go back in time because there's more information that we need. So I want you to picture yourself keeping your eyes closed, and in your mind's eye, we're going to pop up out of that image. We're going to go about 30 feet above that image. And in your mind's eye, I want you to look down and see that room with that younger version of you and with your mom. And I want you to go back in time even further. And I want you to go back to a moment that your conscious mind will not remember. In fact, it's going to tell you you're making it up, and that's okay. But I want you to stop right at the spot where this story gets to be told. Whatever the missing piece is, whatever this little girl doesn't want to say, it's all because of this moment in time. And hover about 30 feet above that moment, make your way down, and just be in the room with your little self. Could be this time, or it could be a lifetime before this. But I want you to allow your subconscious mind to just create the picture, not your conscious mind. It's going to feel like you're making it up because we're relying on your imagination, your imagination. Okay. So I want you to allow yourself to just let the image become clear. Tell me the first thing you notice in this image. All white? Is it all black? Is it a color even? You are any colors coming up?
so I'm zooming out. I'm looking above the scene. I'm going backwards, like pages flipping,
Mm-hmm.
an image. I mean, I don't know if this is for, I don't know. I don't know if this is real or not. I guess a crib,
Yes.
ours.
Yes. Yeah. Just just sit with that. See the crib, see the bars on the crib. Become of become aware of any other details you might notice. Just sense it. Is someone with you in the room?
I'm really struggling with this. I don't know.
Look down at your feet. In the image, look down at your feet. Can you become aware whether they're little tiny feet, whether or not there's something on your feet, or if they're bare? Just become aware of any other details. Sometimes it takes a minute for the details to come in, but like I said, it's going to feel like you're making it up because we're utilizing your imagination. So just imagine, what are you doing in this crib? What's happening in this crib? Get a sense for how you're feeling in this crib. Do you get a sense about what you're feeling emotionally?
I think I'm scared.
Yeah. What else?
I'm
Get
seeing like stairs, like I'm
stairs.
crib is in the basement or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think anybody is there with me.
You're alone
I think so.
and you're scared.
Like, but it's like a lonely scare. Like I feel like they left me.
They
Or
left
like
you. How long do you feel like you've been alone for?
like in this image,
Mm-hmm.
crib,
Mm-hmm. Just guess.
like maybe out, I don't know, hours. I don't know. There's just like I just keep looking at the stairs like kind of like towards the door, like maybe like I hear voices upstairs,
Mm,
um, but like I'm being ignored.
mm. So hearing voices upstairs, but you're being ignored. Anything else
Like
you're
no matter
becoming?
how like much I scream or cry, like they're like it doesn't matter.
What else do you become aware of or feel?
Um, yeah, I think I feel sad and like confused. Did I say that before? Confused? Like, yeah, like I feel like,
So you feel sad and confused and scared. Anything else you're feeling in this moment? So the sadness, become aware of the sadness, the confusion, and the being scared. I want you to recognize that all those feelings have a color or a series of colors. Become aware of those. First impression, what is the color or colors? It's okay if they're a color you've seen previous,
yeah, I don't know, maybe blue.
blue. Now I want you to be in that room with that baby, almost like you've transferred out from being the baby to being you in the now, in that moment in the room with the baby. And I want you to pick her up. Pick up the baby. I want you to hold her in your arms and I want you to calm her down. Tell her that everything's going to be okay. Hold her, stroke her head, rock her in your arms. And I want you to tell her that everything's going to be okay, that you came all the way back from the future just to be with her in this moment. And I want you to rock her until you see that blue completely dissolve. In fact, I want you to take on the emotions like threading a needle. I want you to go through that blue bubble until it's completely dissolved. So I want you to tell her everything that she needs to hear, that she's safe, that she's loved, that she's cared for, that she's not forgotten, that you're always here for her, and that you are available to come back anytime that she needs you. And I want you to notice and recognize the look on her face. Has it changed at all?
Yeah, she's calmer.
Mm-hmm. Does she trust you? Does she believe you when you tell her that she's safe?
Yeah,
And does she believe you when you tell her that you came all the way back because of how worthy and lovable and wonderful she is? What color is the bubble now?
softer, warmer, like a light blue,
Mm-hmm.
like yeah, baby blue, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that she needs to hear from you in order for that baby blue to completely evaporate? What else does she need to hear from you?
My dad's face just came in.
Okay. And what was the feeling associated with his face?
Um, like the um like worry and like like worry but like burdensome.
Mm.
Like the baby knows she has to take care of him.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like, what about him though?
Mm-hmm. What color? What color is the bubble around him? What?
I don't know. I'm trying to
Oh.
channel what color the bubble is around him. I'm not really getting a color. It's like white.
Okay, so what is he feeling? What is the emotional feeling around him
That I feel towards him in this moment, or that he feels.
that he feels? I see what you're saying. So your dad's face popped in, and this baby was like, but I got to take care of him. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want you to tell her that it is not your responsibility to
Yeah.
take care of him. And
Like, don't bring him.
I want you to also tell her. So now you're holding both sides of your face. No, it's all just
Yeah.
feedback. It's all
Yeah.
just feedback. So it's letting me know that you felt responsible to your parents to be something, to do something for them, that you didn't get to have what you wanted. You didn't get to be who you wanted. You had to be who they wanted you to be. So you get to tell this baby that she is not responsible for her parents' emotions, for their needs to be met. She is not responsible. You get to take her off the hook forevermore from having to serve anyone else, their expectations and their desires. And I want you to tell her until she gets it, till she feels it, till she knows it. She didn't come here for them. She came here for her own unique purpose that has nothing to do with them. Do you think that this baby now understands? Does she get it? That she no longer has to live by someone else's system, their expectations, and their desires. What's the expression on her face now?
She's relieved.
Mm-hmm. And what color is her bubble now?
Pinkish.
Mm-hmm. And how does that pink feel to you?
Like good, like lighter.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. I want you to hug her goodbye. I want you to tell her that you're here for her and you will come back anytime she needs you. In fact, I'd love for you and her to come up with some sort of code, some sort of word memory image where she can let you know when she needs you and that you'll come back. You'll come back and be there for her and give her what she needs. So come up with that signal, that sign. You got it? Okay, beautiful. Now I want you to pop up out of that room, basement, and I want you to go 30 feet above. As you look down, I want you to see your little baby self laying there in that crib. You okay? Yeah. And I want you to make your way all the way back to the present time. And as you do, I want you to look down and notice that all the old structures are falling away, dissolving, resolving, disintegrating, crumbling. And in its place are new structures, beautiful, solid, brilliant, gorgeous structures. These new structures represent all the new things that you shifted today by going through this process. So I want you to look down, and as you do, see all of the old structures crumbling and dissolving, and the new structures created in their place. And they're strong, and they're healthy, and they're brilliant, representing this new state of being that you have chosen today, that you've identified and created right here, right now, in this moment. I want you to make your way back to the present 10 years from now, 5 years from now. And I want you to hover right above you in the present moment, sitting right there, right now. And I want you to make your way down. And as you make your way down, I want you to see that moon roof at the top of your head opening to allowing all of you to come back into the body. That's right, through the top of the head, bringing your feet down through your head and your chest and your hips and your legs all the way down to your tippy toes, reintegrating into the body. And as it does, I want you to feel the shifting in each and every cell of your body. That's right, shifting, opening up to receiving these new patterns, these new grids from this new place of releasing all the old stuck energy that no longer serves and allowing for the new grid to be set up. New, beautiful structures. And I want you to see it moving through the bloodstream to each and every cell of your body, through the bloodstream to each organ, each tissue, each muscle, each DNA strand, all the way down to the epigenetics, going deeper and deeper and deeper with every breath you take, reintegrating fully, energizing the body with these new beautiful structures. With each breath, allowing your body to Reintegrate with your soul and your spirit coming all together, energizing every single cell, wiggling your fingers and your toes, taking a deep breath in, exhaling out, releasing all the resistance. Bat your eyes open when you are ready. Welcome back. How do you feel?
Weird.
Yeah, it is weird. I took you on a major journey. Weird. Do we have any other descriptive words?
Um, it feel good.
Good.
Yeah, that was just so interesting.
We moved a lot of energy. What sort of ahas did you have throughout the process? Sure, there was a lot because I took you through a lot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, it was just interesting to see how like blocked off so much of that was. Like that was really hot. Like that took me so long to be able to like access any like idea of a feeling behind like the
Yeah.
visual or even like get a visual, but then even like I it was really hard. Like I
Yeah.
like but it was interesting that I wanted to sit on the floor. Like halfway through, I was like, I can't. It just like I didn't feel grounded. I was sitting in a high chair. Um, and then as soon as I sat on the ground is when we moved from the image of me walking to in the closet and sitting on the floor.
I was wondering if you made
So
that connection.
yeah, it was just interesting that I was like, oh wow, I really wanted to sit on the floor, like to get, I thought to just get grounded. Like I was just like, I don't know, this is like I'm uncomfortable and I'm disconnecting and
Hmm.
maybe it's because I'm at, like my counter where I work. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, I just had this overwhelming urge to sit on the ground. And then as soon as I did, I don't know if it was as soon as, but yeah, like the fact that then that was like, oh, you're on the floor, you're sitting on the floor in like the closet.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, that was like that was cool. But just like yeah, it's just I can see that like there's a possibility to like do this a little deeper.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, like I
like
tell
I feel
people, I'm
like I
like, this is,
barely
yeah, this is step
access.
one. And sometimes
Yeah,
it is, and sometimes it is because like your trust in me is not 100%, like you just met me today. And so
yeah,
sometimes those blocks, but I find usually with my clients when we get to like the first two, we can come up with some people longer. It really depends, but for you, you have been really disconnected with your emotions for a long time. And you're not plugged back in fully, and it could take trust, but definitely you you got some more work to do to get like that
yeah,
connected, right?
yeah. No, I'm
And
aware. That's also like that was like
but that's
interesting. And it
why.
felt like just yeah, just basically
But
like
that's
barely
why, because
thing.
when we came in, when I asked you, okay, what is it that you want? And you're like, I got lots of blocks.
Yeah,
And so then where do we go? We go straight to the blocks. Okay, we saw all the blocks, right? And so but hopefully, and I think over maybe the next couple of days, you'll kind of piece some of this stuff together
yeah,
of because that's what I find happens with a lot of people. They start to piece it together and then they're like, oh, we went here and there. And then I had this. You'll start to maybe connect more with your emotions
yeah,
because the thing with the emotions and color is those are the first two languages we learn when we're born. We don't know this language, right? The whatever um English, whatever, verbal language. So we take in information via color and
mhm,
emotion. And
mhm,
so that's why I have you just trust the colors that pop up in your emotion because that's what we're working with. We don't need the words to it.
mhm,
Um we put words to it now because that takes us even deeper, but just knowing the color and the
mhm.
emotion really helps us to clear out the stuff that you have within your body that you're still holding on to. So, yeah, like I said, this could be step one.
Cool.
But what?
Oh, no, I just like cool.
Yeah, but at least I think that it's major detox. So you're going to need to drink a lot of water today, like a lot.
Okay.
And possibly get to bed a little earlier than normal and just recognize what pain comes up for you. Um, so for a lot of times, when I'm first starting to work with someone, it's kind of like opening Pandora's box, and all of a sudden, a lot of pain comes like seeping out, and you're like, what is this? And just become aware of like where you're numbing yourself in your life, like what things you do to sort of numb that pain instead of, because it stays within us until it's removed, until it's emoted. And so I saw for some people, they get to the emotion and then you see them start to like swallow it down. But for you, you were just like, where's the emotion? Where's the emotion? Like you were not finding that damn emotion.
No.
So the openness really can't, like, it can be a trust thing, or it could just be that you have been told, like, when we went back to the first memory, your mom referred to your tears as crocodile or alligator tears. And that symbolized to me that your emotions were shut down very early. You weren't allowed to have pain. You weren't allowed to cry. And if you were kind of made fun of for it. So then, of course, you as the parent pleaser, you just said, oh, they don't like me to cry, so I'll just stuff them. And then over time, you stopped accessing your feelings because it wasn't safe for you to feel them.
Mhm.
And so here you are today, and it's affecting now your most intimate relationships because it's very hard to be intimate when we like have all this pain stuffed.
Mhm.
And so what I noticed, like my husband and we have very similar traumas. So even though we've been together a long time, when I started my healing journey, I still had all these walls up, and so did he. And I had to break those down brick by brick before I could let him even love me. So we all have this to some degree if we haven't been on our healing path, or some of us have, and we still have the walls. And I'm still very connected to the brick by brick because they like to go up sometimes. So none of this is wrong or unusual. It's all very common. It's just about what we do with the knowledge that we're given about this pain that we hold. So don't judge it. Don't judge that little girl for doing what she had to do to stay alive in and really survive that family of origin, because that's what we do. That's how our personality is developed. But you get to have grace on her. And whenever she calls on you, you get to go.
Mhm.
You get to go inward and you get to give her everything she needs from you. And bit by bit and brick by brick, you get to let that emotion out. So however it's going to want to come out, you might want to cry today.
Mhm.
See, I have a headache just from all the energy we move because I go to every scene with you. I'm there. You
Yeah.
don't see me, but I'm in the room with you, moving the energy. So even now, I'm like, oh, I got to go drink some mineral water because I had a major
Yeah.
detox with you. So, what was I saying? Once you start really working on this, then you're going to be in a really sweet spot to usher in the perfect match for you. But until you get to heal this part, it wouldn't be good for you to call in a mate, right?
Yeah.
Because this little girl, she's got some shit she needs to let go of.
Yeah.
So, however you want to do it, if
Thank
you want to
you.
take another step with me, totally cool. If you want to find some other way, just work on her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to ask because you
Mhm.
guys are in this, you and Courtney are in this field. Do you have anyone else that you think would be good to come on here and do one of these processes with?
Mhm. Probably, yeah. Let me think about it. Yeah. I
Okay.
will. Yeah, maybe my friend Jessica might be interested.
Because my best guess so far are ones that have already kind of been on the journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they're much more open to this deep kind of work because yeah,
Yeah.
it's deep. Like I said, we're going as far as we can in this short period of time. I ain't going to
Yeah.
waste no time,
Right.
but I
Yeah,
so
let me think
appreciate.
about, yeah. I might be able, yeah, I'll see if she's interested.
Wonderful. Well, I
Awesome.
hope you have a
Lovely.
wonderful day,
Yeah,
and I
thank you
would
for your
love
work.
I would love any feedback you could give, or a review would be great.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, thank you so much for
Yeah,
letting me
thank you so much, Tammy.
into your heart.
Thank you.
Okay, hon. Have a really good day.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.